A stab in the back. Once upon a time, there were two best friends named Jane and Jennifer. Jane was a year older than Jennifer. Jennifer was very smart and intelligent, and both of them were beautiful. Jane came from a wealthy family, while Jennifer's family was average. Jane had no siblings, and Jennifer had only one brother. Both girls were the only daughters in their respective families. They had been friends since childhood. After primary school, they went to different secondary schools but maintained their friendship. They had a girls' code, which included rules like, always be your friend's keeper, trust and believe your friend, never pursue your friend's partner, and never keep secrets from each other. During their secondary school days, although their schools were different but their friendship was still strong, they meet at Jane's house to study together and almost does everything together. After their secondary school, they went to further their studies also in different places just like in their previous levels. Jane later traveled abroad for further studies, while Jennifer attended the Federal University in her state. Despite the distance, their friendship remained strong. They called and chatted regularly. After 4 years, Jane returned home. Her family organized a grand welcome home party with food, drinks, and entertainment. After the celebration, Jane and Jennifer retreated to Jane's room to catch up on lost time, talking about school, social life, and everything in between. One day, while Jane and Jennifer were on their way to get groceries, they were stopped by a tall, average-looking man named David. He introduced himself to Jennifer, and they exchanged contacts. Over time, Jennifer and David began calling and chatting regularly. Jane, however, warned Jennifer to avoid David because he was poor and insisted that Jennifer should look for a rich man who could elevate her family to a higher class. Jennifer told Jane that she liked David not for his status, but for his sincerity and honesty. Later, Jennifer discovered that David was actually the son of the richest man in their state, who had kept a simple life to find true love. When Jennifer told Jane about David's hidden identity, Jane was consumed by jealousy. From that day, she plotted to take David for herself. Who is she to get one of the few good men left, she thought. I deserve him, not a poor girl like her. One day, Jennifer visited Jane and left her phone behind to use the restroom. Jane secretly took David's number and began sending him anonymous romantic messages, calling him under a hidden identity. David never fell for it. Jane also began following Jennifer whenever she visited David, pretending she was protecting her, but her intentions were evil. She sent David messages claiming Jennifer was cheating, but he never believed her. Eventually, Jane executed her most devious plan. She spiked Jennifer's juice with sleeping pills and arranged for another man to lie beside Jennifer on her bed. After Jennifer fell asleep, Jane called David, who rushed to her house and saw the stage scene. Believing the setup, David immediately blocked Jennifer. The hired man left, and everything returned to normal, except for Jennifer's relationship with David, which was now destroyed. Jane then began secretly visiting David, consoling him, cooking for him, and taking care of him. Jennifer tried everything to find out why David had blocked her, but she was never given the chance to speak to him. She eventually discovered that Jane was now with David. Heartbroken, she confronted her, asking why she had broken the girl's code. Jane had no answers but secretly celebrated her success. Jennifer relocated to the village to heal from the heartbreak. Meanwhile, Jane tried to trap David with a pregnancy, hoping to secure him. But tragedy struck. Jane's parents died in a car accident, and her paternal uncles seized her inheritance and businesses. Already weakened by stress, Jane suffered a miscarriage shortly afterward. When she returned home from the hospital, David, seeing that she had lost the baby, threw her away and abandoned her. Jane had now lost everything: her parents, inheritance, child, David, and even her best friend. In the village, Jennifer met a wealthy man named Daniel, who lived in Canada. They married traditionally, then legally, and Jennifer eventually relocated to Canada after her visa was approved. Jane, devastated and full of regret, attempted to reconcile, but Jennifer never allowed her back into her life. Jane even tried to trace Jennifer to her house, only to find it occupied by a new tenant. Filled with regret and heartbreak, Jane realized that her betrayer had cost her everything. Jennifer, on the other hand, thrived, having found true love and happiness, leaving behind a friend who had stabbed her in the back. True friendship is built on trust, loyalty, and honesty. Betraying a friend for personal gain may seem tempting, but it only brings regret, loneliness, and loss. Always honor the bonds you have, cherish those who care for you, and never stab a friend in the back, because real happiness comes from kindness, loyalty, and integrity, not from causing a stab in the back.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.